Hey, welcome back. So, got a request for a rolling pin. This is not something I would typically film, but because it should be simple. Um, the problem is it's a spindle, and if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know me and spindles don't necessarily get along. I'm gonna rough it out with a roughing gouge, and then it's gonna be all skew work. So that in itself is pretty cool too. Um, so yeah, got a roughly 2x2 by 24 inch. I'm not really sure what this piece of wood is. Kind of has the figure of teak, kind of the color of teak, but it's not quite heavy enough. So I'm gonna go with it's a fairly dried piece of teak, which should make a good rolling pin. So let's get started. So I brought these in about 4 inches. Should be plenty of room to roll. This is nice and flat in between. Um, do have little tool marks, but I can sand that out. Do want to make sure that this section is the same diameter, so when you're rolling it out, it'll stay flat, I guess. I don't roll stuff. So now we're just going to taper these down slightly, just so your fingers aren't really dragging the dough or whatever it is you're doing. So like I said, 4 inches from the end, and this is going to start right here, and of course end just a little bit inside here. So slight taper, do some sanding, put some finish. Let's go ahead and keep using the skew. I know I need to practice. Alright, so this is just a slight taper running down. Again, not real hard thing to do, but it's practice. You're getting technique. Skew just feels awkward in my hands. As you can see, it kind of looks awkward in my hands. And then giving it a sand and going with the grain, kind of lighten up the scratches. I sanded this down to, I think, 320. And then this is a blend of coconut oil and mineral oil. I'm going to apply it with some 400. Teak already being a pretty oily wood,
It doesn't really hold any other kind of finish except for an oil finish very well. And both coconut oil and mineral oil are safe to eat. After a few coats, this is just kind of a quick polishing of it. And then I'll cut it off. Again, simple project. It's kind of a skill builder more than anything else.
Just clean up the edges a little bit. And there she'll be. Alright, so all finished up. There she is. I think she looks pretty good. Now you're probably wondering what's the big deal? Why would you have a problem with that? Well, you can learn a few things by doing a really simple project like this and doing a lot of little simple projects like this. One is getting the diameter the same throughout a section using the skew. Could be kind of tricky when you're new at it. Well, skew use in general, if you're not familiar with it, it can be kind of a trick. So something this long, you're going to have a little bit of vibration. You kind of have to work through that and get really nice cuts to keep the vibration down and to keep your diameter correct. So yeah, that's why. Little skew practice. And you have a usable tool at the end of the day. So, simple projects, learn something, hone your skills. It's good times. Hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.